All right, welcome back to another episode of Back Air Football 2002. And our last one, I mean, what more can you say? It was just, we dominated. We ran for like 500 yards, gave up no points, back-to-back shutouts. I mean, that game was just crazy, though. That game was like another level of crazy. You know, like, some of these games have been close. Like, the Jets game was close. This Rockets game, overtime. This Pigskins game, overtime. I mean, but when we're on, we're on. I mean, this past game was just, I don't think we were ever going to beat this high score. 75 points, 75 to nothing shutout. Vicky and Sydney ran crazy. 500 combined rushing yards. Only like one turnover we had. I mean, insane game. I do think a lot of that has to do with the weather, though. I don't think we'll see, you know, when it's like rainy or snowing, I feel like they lose fatigue faster. They're not as fast, so they get caught easier. But in a game where it's sunny and there was no weather conditions and their players are at their full speed, man, dude, we have like one of the best 1-2 rushing duos in the league between Vicky and Sydney. I wish I'd been utilizing Sydney off the bench more often because it's very helpful, you know, having another running back come in there when Vicky gets tired. So this one, we're going to be going up against the Raiders, our last non-division matchup. Our last three are against our division we've already played. The Raiders, and yeah, we've already clinched our division because our division's not even that good. We're 10-0, so we're already in the playoffs, which is cool. Playing the Raiders this week, who are, if I can find them, 3-7. So they're not looking the greatest. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. But yeah, you know, honestly, the only thing left to fight for this year is the undefeated season. We didn't get the undefeated season in 99. We did lose that one game to the Bears in the regular season. So yeah, let's try and keep the good times going. Try to get this undefeated season. So let's hop in, see what the Raiders have for us, and see if Vicky and Sydney can keep up their dominant rushing performance. McNair's got good kicking today. McNair's got good. You know what? Should we do it? Should we put make McNair our kicker just for this game? I mean, look at that. We're doing it. McNair is kicking. We're putting McNair as our kicker. Look, he's got that. He's got 4 extra kick power today. Anyone else I should be on notice for? No, McNair's our kicker today. We'll see how this does. We'll see how this goes.
Here we go again. We're all set for another fantastic festival of football, as only the BFL can provide. It's a cold, cold day here at Woodland Greens. I think I just saw Frosty suiting up for the home team. We've got 2 conference rivals going head-to-head. The Oakland Raiders versus the Tennessee Titans. I'm Sunny Day. Joining me today is the master of the backwards pass, Chuck Downfield.
Thanks, Sonny. Glad to be here. I tell you, the game's changed a lot since back when I played. For one thing, we didn't have these fancy schmancy high-tech sneakers. Heck, we didn't even have shoes. We were barefoot and fancy-free. And it was beautiful, baby. These teams don't play each other very much, so you gotta enjoy it while you can. This team has remained focused on one thing all year, winning the division championship, and they've finally done it. Now they can sit up in their ivory tower and peer down on all the other teams, scraping and scratching for the few measly remaining playoff berths.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
So it's snowing this game, so I don't think our running game is going to go as crazy as last time, but we'll see how it goes. Raiders-Titans, rematch of the 2002 AFC Championship game.
Drops on the
Everyone's falling down already, including Vicky.
Back from the 24-yard line.
Focus. Not going to use that. Let's see how our run game does to start out the game. I have a feeling it's not going to be as overpowered, but we'll see.
Here come the Titans from 37. Pitches it back, knifing through.
Oh, well, everyone's falling down.
40, the 30,
Vicky.
The 20. Gain of 38.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe our running game is still going to be just as strong.
Pitches it back.
Oh, never mind.
Second down.
All right, let's try a hocus pocus. We have 2 of them now.
McNair.
Maria Luna with the touchdown.
Wait, there they are. Downfield, wide open.
So we have McNair kicking this game. Let's see how this goes. Oh my. Oh my, you see how fast that thing's going? What is this? Why?
What's it through?
That went in? That was terrible. It was so like okay. I'm not complaining,
From
but
the 35,
there's no way that should have gone in.
Tease it up.
Like there was so my meter was so far to the left. It was so like low. I thought there was no way, but McNair just built different as a kicker. Did you see how fast that meter's moving? That is crazy. Never seen it go that fast.
The Raiders have it at 36. Tosses it to the right.
All right, we got lucky.
Brings up
It's
second
open.
down. On the Raiders' 36-yard line. Tosses it to the right. It is caught.
David was wide open.
Only 3 yards.
Or maybe 1.
That's some
So this-
good football there.
This
I
team looks
tells
like
ya.
they keep running
On
these
the
out
Raiders'
routes.
39-yard line. Looking to throw. Sacked.
That QB is gonna feel that in the morning. Heck, I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
If I do have a complaint about this game, I do think that the offenses for the computer are just very poor. It doesn't seem like they know what they're doing. Like most of these offenses we play are just not very good at you know, moving the ball. They do the same play over and over. They do screen passes a lot. These runs. They don't seem to ever. Let's put in Sydney.
Throwing the ball, Sonny, because they're running game.
Let's put Sydney in. But yeah, you could see with the snow, it's not going to be, our run game's not going to be as effective.
Second and 22.
I didn't even get the pass off.
Gotta be in the shoes.
Third down here. For
All right, let's try the hocus pocus. We need a 33 yards here.
Third and 33.
That linebacker
Apparently they had
Mr.
2
Bowden.
spring
Hop over the
loadeds.
offensive
Okay.
line.
So we are going to be punting.
Heads onto the field to punt. Tony back to receive. Gets it off.
Good gravy, what a punt.
Drops on the 45.
Yeah, that was it. That was something. I did not. I mean, that makes
On
sense
the
because.
Raiders' 49-yard line. The
Oh, what
pitch
is
to
this?
Evan. Dropped for a
That
loss.
makes sense because they got one to start the
Brings
game,
up
and then I guess
second
they just
down.
got one there. So that makes sense. I didn't expect them to have 2 though. Spring loaded.
The pitch to Evan.
I mean, their offense is just terrible. I don't think we've played like a good offense since the pigskin. So it's probably the best offense we've gone against.
Third
Other than that,
27.
I don't think we played any good.
That linebacker
offenses.
just burrowed under the offensive line like a gopher.
That brings up fourth down.
Like honestly, as long as we don't give up any, like look how slow their kick meter goes.
Fix it. We'll bring it back from the 49.
But as long as we don't give up any like power ups on offense, like I really don't see us having any issues. Like a 7-0 lead honestly should be enough for us to win this game.
The Titans will begin at 41.
Ooh, good
It's
blocking,
back,
Boom.
Finds the hole. Gain of 6. Second down.
All right, let's try the claw here. Our run game's not as
On the Titans.
dominant as last game.
5-yard line. Long drop. They send it airmail.
Oh,
With the
intercepted.
You gotta like that, Sonny.
The Raiders will take over at
Let's try
the
use our
20-yard
magnet
line.
play.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Sonny, but I don't think that was the intended receiver.
On the Raiders' 20-yard line.
And it goes right to Kimmy. The magnet
Look
works.
at that. The defense somehow magnetically intercepted the ball. I didn't know that footballs even had metal in them.
After the interception, they'll get the ball in good field position. On the Titans' 25-yard line. They're going to throw.
Ooh, he caught it.
Going
Maria.
there.
The hot read was coming across the middle.
Complete for some big yards.
Maria Luna
Congratulations for
with the
blocking out in
catch.
front of you.
Play ball. After the desk clears.
McNair fumbles, but Sydney's right there to pick it up.
Have it. It is another set of downs. First and goal. They try a drive.
McNair's in. Let's go.
Score.
I was going to say, McNair hasn't gotten a lot of touchdowns lately. These QB runs haven't really been working, but we finally got one to work there. He just needs to break that one tackle, and then he's good. Oh, boy, here we go again. Oh, wow, that actually looked good. That one, that looked like it had some power on that one. Something we haven't seen from our kicker all year.
Waiting for the kick.
Yeah, that looked like it has some. That looks good. that kick looked good.
The Raiders will take over at the 36-yard line.
Like, when was the last time you've seen us get 2 extra points in a row to start the game?
Passes it to the right. Hot gain of 11.
That is what you want to see.
I accidentally switched on to Vicky there.
16, hike.
Dumps it off to the half.
Fumble?
The ball is loose. Picked up by the Raiders.
If Sydney didn't get her there.
Telling you, Sydney Weber,
Third down.
honestly, probably our best player on the team this year. I wouldn't have expected it, but she's like all over the place. Offensively getting in touchdowns, rushing now, defensively with her interceptions. She's just been amazing.
Vicky to receive it, kicks it. They're going to let this one bounce. Brings it in at the 47
All right, 40 seconds left. Let's try another run here.
This
This will be our last drive with Sydney. Then we'll get Vicky back in there.
The Titans will start at their own 49. Pitches it back, finds the hole. That
Decent.
was a 8-yard play.
Hey, how about that?
It'll be second down. They're going to throw. They
Boom.
send it airman.
He comes down with
Too
it.
good of a quarterback to give him not much time.
All right,
Complete for
invincible
some
run.
big
Should be a
yards.
free touchdown
That's
for
some
us.
good football there, I tells you.
That is a first down. On
Should
the
be a free touchdown.
4-yard line. Gives it to Sydney.
Holy cow! That running back is completely invincible.
Just so broken. Just such a broken power-up.
A touchdown.
The offense is just running rings around these guys.
I mean, honestly, the invincible run's such a broken power-up. I don't know, like, how they thought it would be a good idea to approve that one. But
Knocks it home.
I mean, I love when we get it because it's just you don't even have to try to use that one.
Evan waiting for the kick. Steve will kick it off here. They're not touching this one. Catches it at the 12-yard line. Makes me strong. The Raiders will begin at 22. Drop back.
Fumble, fumble,
Defense definitely
fumble.
caused that fumble. Either them or the offense.
The Raiders recovered. He is on his way down.
That QB went down like a sack of potatoes. Get it? Sack? Potatoes? I got a million of them.
Second down and 25.
Did you see that block? Holy Toledo!
Marky Du Bois is having an incredible game right now on
It usually
defense.
results in a sack.
It will be
4th and
down.
39. Jesus.
Ray heads out to the field to punt. Vicky back to receive. Kicks it. Lets it land. Collects it at the 22.
All right, 10 seconds left. We're already at the 22. Good field position. Let's try and cap this one off with another touchdown. Then we'll start the second half with Vicky as running back.
The Titans will begin at 22. Throwing on first down.
Oh, he's got him.
Slings it.
Glad
Boom.
that safety. You went to go and made the right decision.
Can we
Got it.
sneak
Brought
in here?
down at the
5 seconds
1-yard
left.
line.
Great play by
First down and goal.
He's in.
6.
All right. That took a total of 0 seconds off the clock, that play.
Steve to make it 28.
I'm so good at these extra points.
It's
I'm just
good.
like,
That kick was a thing of
I have to
beauty.
get quiet when it goes that fast. Like I need to time it right. But I am pretty good at this.
They're not touching this one. Collects it at the 11
It's like the stackers
yard line.
machine at the arcade. It's always really good at those.
Knocked down.
So once again, a very good first half for your Tennessee Titans.
The Raiders will get the ball at 34. Sharon fades back the house, flips it over the right-hand side. We're halfway through the game. The Titans pummeled their opponents in the first half. 28-0.
You couldn't ask for a better half than these guys had, Sonny. Holy moly!
Well, let's see some more football.
I mean, time of possession is somehow very even, but they have no first downs, negative 26 total yards, 3 turnovers. Our yards-wise, it's not like we have a crazy amount of yards. Only 135 and 2 turnovers, but we keep getting great field position. They keep going backwards, and their punter is not good, so we keep getting the ball with only like 30 yards to go. So I don't anticipate us having any issues in the second half. We might not score as much.
Is going to be kicking off.
We'll see how much we
Back
score
to
in the
receive.
second half, but
Lets it land. Brings it in at the
their
13.
offense has shown us nothing so far.
Ouch!
So
That
I
gotta
would be
hurt.
very hard pressed to find them to score.
The Raiders will get the ball at 33.
Holy moly! That linebacker
Sydney
just rolled up
Weber
the offensive line
interception
like a gopher.
off the deflection. What can't she
Looking
do?
good.
After the
All right, we'll
interception,
bring,
they'll get the ball in good field position.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
We'll
Sonny,
leave
but
Sydney
I
in.
don't
She
think
should have
that
the
was
stamina. She just got that
intended
interception.
receiver.
But we'll ride with Sydney.
Sydney finds the hole.
Does she have the speed?
Sydney,
No.
the 20. That was a 25-yard play.
Titans look like some kind of yardage eating machine.
Another first down. The Titans have it at 12-yard line.
Sydney's gonna
Pushes
get
it back,
there. Another
finds a lane.
touchdown for Sydney Weber.
Somebody's been practicing.
All right, we got another hocus pocus.
Steve for the point after.
Nope.
He missed it.
I was
I
just
think they
talking
need
about
to
how
work
good
on
I
their
was at
kicking
kicking, and then
game.
I blew it. Go figure.
Evan waiting for the kick. Steve will kick it off here. Lets it drop. Evan gets it. Wrapped up.
There's some interesting plays.
The
One my
Raiders
lawn
will get the
chair.
ball at
Don't seem to be
42.
using any of
They
them.
got great separation from the coverage.
Dropped for a loss.
That's what I call football, Sonny.
That brings up second down.
Right.
The Raiders will start it from 38-yard line. Back to throw.
Marky Du Bois with another
That
sack.
QB went down like a sack of
Again.
potatoes. Get it? Sack? Potatoes? I got a million of them.
The Raiders will start at
Oh, everyone's falling down.
28-yard line.
Except for Vicky. She's got it.
Intercepted.
All right. Now
how
Vicky's
about
got the
that?
interception,
The
so we're going to
Titans
put Vicky
will
back
take
in.
over at the 45-yard line.
Although their stamina is basically the same, we'll reward Vicky.
The Titans have it at 45-yard line.
Vicky
The
with the
pitch to
hole.
Vicky
Does she have the
finds
speed
hole,
to make it
but
all the
go
way?
all the way. The 20.
It's going to be close. She's in. Nice.
This offense is an unstoppable force of unstoppableness.
I don't remember the swinger play being this overpowered in our earlier games. I don't know what changed over the course of the season, but the swinger play has most certainly become our go-to play.
drops back, guns it across the middle. They
Oh, wow.
all over.
That was some play, Sonny. Wow.
Evan back to receive.
Oh, that's a
Steve
terrible
will
kick.
be starting it off. Lands on the 33-yard
But,
line.
yeah, I hate how those counts as interceptions for McNair, the 2-point plays. Like, that actually counts as an interception. I don't think it should.
40-yard line. They will keep it on the ground. Angles it up the middle. Brings up second down.
But yeah, I wish that the offenses would be a little bit better. We're about to get our third straight shutout,
Short out
and
to
I
the
don't
right side.
I don't see any way that we're gonna give up
They
points.
have numbers in their favor.
It's not like we're doing
He
anything
just made
special
the
either.
catch.
Third down. On the Raiders' 30-yard line. Setting up the screen.
You can't get more open than that.
Dropped for a
Like at
loss.
least like the Giants when we
That kid
played
was like
them,
some
they were
kind
throwing
of
it deep.
out-of-control,
The Pigskins would be having
uncontrollable
some
thing.
nice plays. Some of these teams just seems like they don't know what they're doing.
Back to receive. Kicks it. Lets it land. Vicky gets it.
Vicky got hammered on that play.
Oh, wow. We have a lot to choose from. Well, I guess we'll use our invincible. Take our free points.
The Titans will start at 24. It will be Vicky.
That running back must have just eaten a can of spinach because she suddenly became invincible.
The 20.
I guess we'll take our...
Vicky makes a
Oh,
nice run for
we got stopped.
3.
I've seen better tackles in a bait shop.
Vicky has now rushed for over 100 yards.
Rushing for 100 yards is a sign of a great running back, Sonny.
The third quarter comes to a close.
And McNair's in again. Touchdown number 3.
3 is my lucky number.
We'll take our leapfrog for 2.
It will be Vicky. Vicky goes straight ahead with it.
Now that's what I call hang time. That kid leapfrogged 20 feet downfield for a big gain.
It looks like Steve is going to be kicking off. Evan waiting back at the 16-yard line. Bounces on the 21. Receives it at the 19.
All right, we'll let Sydney get in there for the next drive.
Dumps it off to the left side.
They can't even throw it when we
That
blow a
brings up
coverage.
second down.
We blew the coverage and they still couldn't get there. But yeah, we'll let Sydney in for the last drive. Not even last drive, just the next one.
Dumps it off to the right side.
That QB must have a robotic arm.
That moves them to the 40-yard
Like their
line.
best offensive
gotta
play
let
is like a
Ray
5-yard out route to David.
Right. Throw it to me.
That one rattled by grinders.
Sacked by Martin.
The quarterback hit the ground like it was going out of style.
Fourth down.
Right,
Red.
punt,
On for the punt.
yellow
Vicky
dog.
to receive it. The kick lands on the 44. Catches it at the 48-yard line.
All right, yeah, Vicky's tired. We'll put Sydney in.
First down and 20. Pitches it back.
Uh-oh.
The defense definitely caused that fumble. Either them or the offense.
At least she didn't lose any yards.
Recovered.
That defense is like the Great Wall of, where's that Great Wall again?
Sydney,
Finds a hole. Sydney.
can she
It's
make it all the
running.
way?
The 10.
Wow, she did.
Rushing for 100 yards is a sign of a great running back, Sonny.
Sydney has just scored the third touchdown of the game.
3 is my lucky number.
Back to throw. A quick pass to the right
I
side.
threw it a little
It
too far.
falls incomplete.
I think they were passing it to you, Sonny.
It looks like Steve is going to be kicking off. Evan waiting back at the 16. They're not touching this one.
So I don't think we're gonna get to 75 like last game, but I mean, another
Pitch to
just
Evan.
huge blowout.
Somebody get that kid some aspirin.
For no gain and might have lost some yards. That brings up second down. Setting up the screen. It's picked off.
Whoa,
Oh, wow.
The defense just used their animal magnetism to attract the ball.
After the interception, they'll get the ball in good field position. First down and 20.
The kids on offense just put a little magic in their game with a hocus pocus play.
And 6.
So I think if I do another season of Football 2002, I think I'm going to do it with no power-ups. Because, I mean, as you can see, the power-ups are just unbelievable. Although, I don't think, like, even if we didn't have power-ups, I don't think we still wouldn't really allow any points, you know?
That sonic boom play always makes my ears ring.
Like, we still wouldn't be allowing any points, even without the power-ups.
It looks like Steve is going to be kicking off. Evan back to receive
Keep
the
kicking,
kick.
I keep kicking out of
And
bounds.
on the
I literally,
26.
I praised myself for my kicking, and now I'm doing horrible with my kicks. I should have not said anything.
On their own 40-yard line. Going to throw. Sharon guns it. It's picked off.
Great
Intercepted.
play by Vicky.
The Titans will take over at the 43-yard line.
I can sympathize with the QB on that play, Sonny. I get confused easily myself.
On the Titans.
Oh, Sydney, she's
43-yard
slipping
line.
and
The pitch
falling.
to Sydney.
He read the play right and threw it to the right receiver.
Caught for maybe one.
That's what I call football, Sonny.
Fades back to pass. Steve rifles it.
Boom, comes down with it.
That blocking gave Steve plenty of time to find a receiver.
Gain of 16.
That's what I call extra yardage, Sonny.
Third down. Sydney.
Sydney's
There's
got the
nobody in cover.
first.
Brought down at the 27.
They're going the wrong way on defense.
It is another
All right, this
set of
might be the
downs.
last play of the game.
On the Titans, 27-yard line. Going to throw. Steve.
Maria
Gain of-
caught it.
Game over. The Titans blew them away. 62-0.
Good gravy. What a pasting.
That's a wrap. Until next time, this is Sunny Day and Chuck Downfield. Good night, folks.
I mean, another dominating win. Another, not quite the 500 rushing yards and 75 his last game, but just about. Even, I think defensively, this might have even been more dominating. Negative 53 yards. No first downs allowed. They had 7 turnovers. I mean, good Lord. Just another dominating performance. But I mean, as well as we've been playing, as confident as I am in our team, we have to understand we're playing bad teams. The Raiders are a bad team. The game we just played against, who was it? The Buccaneers were a bad team. So, you know, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Sydney, 20 interceptions this year. Fantastic season for her. But yes, we are 11-0 now. Still looks like... Okay, so that's the other side. We're the only team that's clinched a playoff spot so far. Everywhere else is up for grabs as of right now. So let's take a look at league leaders. McNair is still not up here for completion percentage. Attempts, though, yep, still leading the league. Touchdowns, leading the league over Judy Abwanza. He still has more touchdowns than interceptions, so that's nice. It's mostly what I care about. Yards, he's still in first by a good amount. Receptions, it's still Boom and Maria. Maria's had some nice games lately. We haven't been throwing as much. These last couple games, we've been relying on the run, but Maria's come up big with some nice catches. Yards, Boom is in first with 1,300. Maria's in fifth. Tied for fifth with Victor Jones, 908. She's close. One good game could honestly bring her up to top 3. Touchdowns, Maria's fifth and Boom is eighth. They're right next to each other, though, 14 and 12. Rushing, yards, Vicky, yep. 1167. But Sydney's coming. Sydney's catching up. Honestly, if we had been using Sydney all year, Sydney would be in the top 10 easily. We would have a nice 1-2 rushing duo. But Vicky is, she's up there. She's 5th. Touchdowns. Yeah, we have a 3-headed monster with Vicky, McNair, and Weber. McNair's got 10 touchdowns on 17 attempts. Yeah, Sydney's already at 513 yards, so she's catching up. Don't think she's gonna hit 1,000 yards in the season, but she's definitely had a great last couple games. Fumbles, we're not up there in fumbles anymore. Look at that. Vicky's cut down on her fumbles now that we've been using her more situationally, more strategically. She's not up there for fumbles anymore. Kicking, Maria's 1 out of 5. But she made a 36-yarder, which is the 8th longest field goal of the season, somehow. Punts, kick returns, punt returns. Hey, has anyone got one? No. Jocinda has 3 kick returns, though, for touchdowns. Oh. Bostwick has 14. Huh. Wait. But she has no returns. I don't know. I don't get it. I think that's a glitch. Tackles, Marky Du Bois up there for tackles and tackles for loss. How about sacks? He is now 2nd. Yep, he caught up to Lulu, but Tom Getz is still leading the lead by quite a bit. And interceptions, Sydney, 20 interceptions for Sydney Weber. Unbelievable. Boom, 10. Just literally half the amount of Sydney. Just incredible. Good stuff from Sydney there. Vicky, 8 recovery for fumbles. No defensive touchdowns. And that'll do it. So, our next one, we're going to be playing the Rockets. They're at the bottom of our division, although they did give us some trouble in that second game. So, hopefully we've learned from there, and we'll have a much better game than this week 2 game, where it was 12-6 in overtime. Our last 3 games, shutout, outscoring our opponents by a score of, what is this, 105, we can do quick math, 105, 165, 167-0. We've been outscoring our opponents the last 3 games. Unbelievable. So, that's going to do it for this one. Season's wrapping up. Playoffs should be starting soon. So, we're in the home stretch. So, that's going to do it. Until next time, catch you later.